In the vast majority of cases, police officers uphold their duties with honor and integrity, serving and protecting their communities. However, there exists a regrettable minority who have chosen to exploit their authority, shattering the public's trust and engaging in despicable acts. This collection delves into the narratives of one officer who crossed the line, shedding light on his transgressions, the evidence that exposed his misconduct, and the repercussions he faced. Like and subscribe. Let's continue. The case of Daniel Holtzclaw is indeed a tragic and disturbing example of police brutality and sexual violence. Daniel Holtzclaw was a former Oklahoma City police officer convicted of sexually assaulting multiple women on duty. Holtzclaw committed the crimes between December 2013 and June 2014. While Holtzclaw patrolled a low-income neighborhood, he targeted vulnerable women, including those with outstanding warrants or who had criminal histories. He believed they would be less likely to report the assaults. He used his position of authority to coerce these women into sexual acts, threatening them with arrest if they did not comply. Holtzclaw's crimes were first brought to light when a woman reported that he had sexually assaulted her during a traffic stop. It led to an investigation that uncovered a pattern of abuse spanning several months. In total, 13 women came forward with allegations against Holtzclaw. The women described similar experiences, with Holtzclaw using his power to intimidate and manipulate them. He would often perform searches or pat-downs that escalated into sexual assaults. He also made suggestive comments and demanded sexual favors in exchange for leniency. During his trial, Holtzclaw maintained his innocence, claiming that the women had fabricated the allegations as part of a conspiracy against him. However, the jury found him guilty on 18 counts, and the judge sentenced Holtzclaw to 263 years in prison. Holtzclaw's crimes devastated his victims, who were already struggling with poverty, addiction, or mental health issues. They were left traumatized and ashamed, with few resources for support or justice. The case of Daniel Holtzclaw represents a disturbing example of the power dynamics and systemic issues that contribute to police brutality and sexual violence. It also highlights the complex intersection of race, class, and gender in cases of sexual assault. Holtzclaw's victims were predominantly women of color, many struggling with poverty, addiction, or mental illness. These factors made him vulnerable to abuse and less likely to receive support or justice. The fact that Holtzclaw specifically targeted these women underscores the need for a broader conversation about how systemic inequality perpetuates cycles of violence. Furthermore, the trial and conviction of Holtzclaw raised ethical questions about the role of law enforcement in society. As public servants, citizens entrust police officers with protecting and serving their communities. When they abuse that power, they harm individuals and erode the public's trust in law enforcement.